Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, viewers, and welcome back to our little Let's Play. And today we're going to start on Halloween, near Halloween, with Medievil for PlayStation 4. And yes, we are doing, hopefully, a 100% run on Medievil, the original, the classic, Sir Daniel Fortescue's adventure. So let's start off with the new game, and I'm your humble host, Josh2424214, and yes, and I have done the short-lived demo. So let's get started on the new game. And the army of the dead are rising. So yeah, we start off with Dan's crypt. Rise and shine, Dan. Looks like you got a second chance at this whole hero thing. Try not to blow it this time.
It has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortescue. See? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Sarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
So now we got our backstory for Sir Daniel Fortescue. Now we have to get out of his crypt. But first, let's check in here. Oh, just money. We get money, and each bag of gold is usually 10. And each treasure chest that we bust open is 50, so I think we should check the inventory. Oh, the Dan's helmet still carries over from the demo. We can still get the helmet from the short-lived demo, so if you were able to play the demo, you would have gotten the helm. And we already gone through the controls. And Dan's script is mostly a tutorial, so yeah. Let's just open these books and see what we can learn.
You must be out of shape after 100 years lying on your back. Use the crypt to get to grips with your new lease on life.
Read the books in Dan's script to learn the basics, and press triangle to interact. Okay, there's a chest over here. Press the triangle to open in front of the chest to open it, and ooh! We get our first ranged weapon, the throwing daggers. And let's see what this book says.
Some weapons contain powers and abilities beyond the ordinary. Be sure to test every weapon to discover their secondary abilities. Some weapon abilities are immediate, and some may need a bit of time to charge before they realize their full potential.
Press and hold the circle button to charge weapon, release the circle button to unleash charge attack. So throwing daggers, we usually just throw one dagger. If you hold the circle button, charge it up, we throw out 3 daggers. And here's a rune, the star rune, and we need that to open the crypt. Obstacles like water, if it's deep water, we could drown in it, but this is tutorial, so Yeah, it's shallow, so X button to jump, and another book.
During your travels through Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To see your items or to use one, review your inventory. In it, you will also find your Book of Gallowmere, which will keep a record of the denizens you've encountered and bestow you with keen insights that only a disembodied voice could provide.
Okay, press the square, the select button, and it brings us our inventory, and we only start out with the arm, and Dan's helm, that's for giving you a little more difficulty. Famous Rune Forge with star power. A Book of Gallowmere is a bestiary for beasts and non-beasts alike. We'll probably have a look at this, probably at the end. So there's another chest here. And ooh, a copper shield. And if you press the R1 button, you'll use that copper shield to block, but it has it does break if you use it, so be careful with that. And our first proper weapon, small sword. Press the triangle to toggle weapons between two equipped in the upper left corner of the screen. This was in Medievil 2, and we start out with usually our sword. So we do a few slashes, and if we hold, for basic attack, if we hold the circle button and release, it does a whirlwind attack. Circle button's pretty useful for crowd control. Okay, this book.
Any treasure that you find will be added to your coin total. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles.
And we'll get into those guys in a minute. So yeah, keep an eye on bags of money. And keep this wall in mind. We're going to need something to break down the wall later. Okay, and what's this?
You will find life bottles throughout Gallowmere. They contain the same magic that rose you from your slumber and will raise you from the dead once again. When your life is low, using this bottle will help you feel a little better. And remember to fill it when you can.
So yeah, throughout some of the levels and some of the chalice from our trips to another area, we can get life bottles. Found a life bottle. They're an extra life, and it increases your life total. So we start out 300, so now with the extra life bottle, now we have 600 health.
When you're ready to leave this crypt, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a rune stone and place it in the ornate hand set next to the doorway.
So we're going to need that star rune to open up. So runes will open gates and barriers for you once you get a particular item. And here we are at the end of the level.
Track down Xerok by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Gallowmere. You can spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magic slime.
Alright, let's go through and leave Dan's crypt. And that was the tutorial. Now we're moving on to our first proper level of the game, in the Gallowmere. And hold on. Okay, yeah, no. It's just reminding me that, yeah, I'm streaming at the moment on my phone. So we're leaving from Dan's crypt to the graveyard. And we will get into what that cut-looking thing is later in this level. So, to the graveyard. And go after Xerok. The graveyard. Take your first steps as a hero, but to slay some helpless zombies. They may seem cranky, but they just woke up from a nice long nap. So yeah, this was the official first level, and this was also in the short-lived demo. Oh, there's a little change to the corner here. Oh. I think oh, the book's still there, so we can go around here now. And there's a bag of gold here. Alright, so this was the first level, so it's not going to be super challenging. So, new bestiary versus zombies. So, let's read.
Welcome back to your beloved Gallowmere. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living, and they want to do it over your dead body.
Okay, that's creepy. So yeah, for the majority of this level, we're only dealing with basic zombies. They're not too much of a pain, they go down easily. And keep that meter with the cup in mind. It will start filling up with souls, and we need to kill a lot of people before the cup is filled up, and it reaches 100%. But we'll get into that as soon as we get into an introduction of that. So what does this book say? I said,
that small light following you around is a wisp. The heroes of the Hall are not supposed to intervene in mortal affairs, but when they heard that Sir Daniel Fortescue had a shot at redemption, well, they decided to give you a hand with your depth perception. He will circle enemies, helping you direct your ranged attacks, but he'll also let you know what things might merit a closer look.
okay, I'm talking about our little white light here, and this little white light's going to be following us and try to help us. And there's our Earth rune that we need to open a gate later a little bit ahead. That gate right over there. And but first, more zombies. Okay, we're 25% through. Okay, we need a different room for that. And what's this?
Don't let zombies get you down. Tend those wounds by stepping into this fountain of rejuvenation.
Okay, this is a rejuvenation fountain. It will recover your health throughout once you enter a health regeneration.
Don't let
this fountain of rejuvenation. It's a finite resource, so you're going to have to be very careful with it. You won't be able to abuse it for harder levels, and eventually the fountain will run out. And you're going to probably have to come back here once the fountain is refilled and ready to go. Okay, let's use the Earth Room. When a ranged attack is equipped, press the L1 to change the target enemy. And that's going to be very useful for multiple attackers when you're doing ranged attacks. And there's a chest in there, so what does this book have to say?
Sometimes it may be useful to view the world from a different point of view. Be sure to take a moment from time to time to enjoy the beauty of our beloved Gallowmere. Keep your eye peeled for anything interesting.
Press and hold the L2 to enter Dankim. And Dankim is mostly a god of war camera. And you could hold on to it probably throughout the playthrough. But I'd probably just leave it be. And now that we got the Chaos Rune, we can now go through that door. So let's top our health. And go through that door. And oh boy. Giant zombie swarm. Okay, that's not too hard to deal with. And the zombie hands, they're completely harmless, but we can smash them once when we get a particular item. But I just usually leave those zombie hands be because they are not going to interfere with anything. And we'll deal with the book as soon as I deal with that zombie. So what's this?
Remember, nothing remains hidden under the gaze of an angel.
Okay, that's a hint of what you need to do for this section to get access to this thing. So there's a strange looking cup here. So what is it?
The object here is the chalice. Every time you dispatch an enemy with a soul, the chalice fills a little more. Fill the chalice and then collect it, and you will be worthy of visiting the sacred Hall of Heroes to claim a new weapon. There is a chalice to be found in every region of Gallowmere. They are all hidden or well guarded. Only a true hero will collect the full set.
And that's why not all enemies have souls. Killing most of the ones will fill the chalices, allowing you to collect it. So let's whack it. And we can't grab the chalice right away. We need to kill a little more enemies, and then we will be able to claim the chalice as ours. Let's whack the angel over here to open up this gate, because we need to do that in order to collect another item. And let's charge this up, get rid of these zombies, and 96%. And there's some treasure and a life bottle, our second health bottle. So now our health is overall at 900 health. Okay, let's whack this angel into place for when we can claim. Whoa. Okay, that was weird. Okay. No, never mind. So let's go this way. What's this? A strange looking gate. So what's this book has to say?
The world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the Hilltop Mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key.
Hopefully we don't have to meet this stained glass demon at the Hilltop Mausoleum, but most likely we will. And the chalice can now be collected when you reach 100% of killing enemies in this level. Let's see, is there anything? Okay, nothing here. And there's a little secret to get some more treasure over here, just going this way. And we collect about 110 gold here. And they fixed that, thank God, in the short-lived demo. Okay, the Hall of Heroes awaits. So now we got the chalice. And all we have to do is get to the end of the level. Alright, this way, down here. We got zombies. And the chalice won't fill up anymore as soon as it reach 100%, so you're good. Some more gold. Okay, trap. Okay. And what's this? This is a merchant gargoyle. From what the narrator said. And you can buy throwing daggers with gold. So right now we can only buy throwing daggers for 50 daggers for 40 gold. And okay, that's a nice, neat animation. Alright, let's get to the end of the level. Okay, the zombies are not much of a trouble for us right now. And this is practically the first level, so we're going to be okay. And there's a health fountain. So let's top our health to maximum. Get the gold. 10 gold. Let's kill a few more zombies. Okay, more zombies. Okay, what's in this chest? Another copper shield. Alright, let's top our health. Alright. And let's quickly read this book.
Feel free to have a paddle in the shallow water, but don't be tempted to go for a swim. Buoyancy can be a problem for those of a dead disposition.
Yeah, this book is telling you don't go in. You're fine in shallow water, but in deep water, it's instant death, and you will lose a life bottle. So you got 3 chances at the moment. So be careful of that. And basically, Sir Daniel has eaten just think of it as someone who ate a devil fruit, so he can't swim in deeper water. So let's talk to this gargoyle.
Tread softly. Zarek awaits beyond these gates. the master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
Yeah, okay. So, this is the end of the level for the graveyard, and now we're heading into the hilltop. The Hall of Heroes. All the mightiest heroes celebrated here. They aren't too interested in being your friend just yet. Slay Asarak, and you'll be able to enter the Hall of Heroes.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity, feasting, singing, and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
Alright, and we got a merchant gargoyle here if you want to top off on your weapons. The Book of Gallowmere has been updated. And right now, we only possess one chalice. And, oh look, I just spilled that chalice all over the floor. And what does this book have to say? Okay.
To pay homage to the heroes, stand in front of their designated statues and await spiritual guidance.
Yeah, and that's how we get our weapon in a trip to the Hall of Heroes. As long as you get a single chalice in a level, and we can talk to each of the statues here. And mostly there's only like 4 down here. But the only one that we can talk to right now is this one. The one with the crossbow. So let's speak to the hero by pressing the triangle button.
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well? How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's got rapid fire and it can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarek's champion, Lord Kardok. A clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards. Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir. Oh, goodbye, sir.
And with that, for getting through the graveyard, we get the crossbow. And I think it's 300 out of 300 shots that we can do with the crossbow? Okay. Okay, for the crossbow bolts, we can get 50 crossbows for 80 gold. And it's fully stocked already, so we don't need to add more gold. So, let's leave the Hall of Heroes. And let's move on to our next proper level of the game. Next off, from the graveyard, we head off to level number 2, Cemetery Hill. And there's a chalice here. And there's another item that we have to get on our list. So let's jump right in. Cemetery Hill. Hilltop Mausoleum awaits atop the Cemetery Hill. It's a rocky road, but exercise would do the old bones some good. I do like their description of the level, so. And cutscene. And we're dealing with some more zombies.
So, even from the shackles of death, my old...
Oh my god, they got the original!
You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
So yeah, so they got the original Zarek recordings. That's nice. And yeah, Zarek cast a magic spell on these gargoyles to spit out boulders. So they're going to be a pain. Okay, some more zombies. Alright, so let's read this book and see what we need to do.
Some obstructions can be smashed down with clubs and certain other weapons. Try experimenting.
Well, we don't have a club or something yet, but that will definitely help getting through the boulders. Right now, zombies. Okay, let's kill some more zombies. And the chests with the skulls and crossbones, not wise to open. Unless you can get, like, a good group of zombies. Because these things self-destruct and also cause you harm, so keep that in mind for later uses of those chests. And there's a fireplace here, and that's probably for something in this level. And, oh yeah, we get introduced to life vials. Energy vial. They'll top off your health a little. They're just good for rejuvenating fountains, but they come much smaller, and I don't know how much they give back. I think about maybe 150, but I'm not 100% sure, so there's another book here.
These boulders are going to crush your bones if you aren't careful. I hope you have a good shield equipped. Remember that each hit on your shield will chip away at its durability. Better it than you, though.
Yeah, that's true. Press and hold R1 to block with your shield. And this is going to be very useful to get through those boulders. And more annoying zombies. These guys are not too hard to deal with. And there's a boulder here. So, what's this?
Of great archaeological interest. Destroy the boulder and plunder the valuable treasures within.
So we're gonna need something to break through rock. But we don't have it yet. Maybe we can get it later in this level? So yeah, we're gonna have to climb our way up the hill and not get crushed by the boulders. Okay, go. Oh yeah, and the glowing ones, they'll go through the downward paths, so be careful on that and keep that in mind. Okay, go, 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 go. I think I can get through this section with no trouble. Oh god. And we want to get to the top. Oh god. Push me all the way back. Hey!
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
And yeah, if you get to the top of the cemetery hill, we will be able to stop the boulders from coming in. There's a nice convenient health fountain just for you to deal with all that damage that we accumulated. And there's a book here, so let's see what it reads.
The adventurer would be wise to be thorough in the exploration of an area. Hidden locations reap great rewards.
That's a hint telling you, yeah, you can do something about that boulder that I did say earlier, and that camera is going to be hard to get used to. So let's go down the hill and see what we can get from the treasure, from the chests. So we get a copper shield, some money, and another chest here. Another copper shield, another bag of money. Now, what we want to do is go this way, open this chest, and that's another copper shield. And I'll take a look down there in a minute. Yeah, and there's enough on that side. If we want to get through, we need to get down here. Take care of this super zombies, or the brute zombies. These guys take a little more damage. There's a book here, but first, let's open up this chest and see what we get. And we get the club, and from the description, we can bash it, and the circle button is just pointing out the club, so let's see what this book says.
The club is a crude but effective weapon. Bash with it, burn with it. But beware, one bash too many, and it will break.
So yeah, the club is the same thing as the shields, but it has a durability. So keep that in mind. And what's this? So we can bash through rocks with the square button, and the circle button we can burn the club with it. And it's very useful for something in this level. And now that we got the club, we can now plunder the treasure that the narrator was saying. So let's bash through and see what's inside here. Let's switch things out for the sword. And let's go in. And look! A gargoyle! Let's see what this gargoyle has to say.
Fresh air. We hate these dark old caves and their filthy stench of old witches. A coven of the warty old hags lived here once, unholy fires burning all night while they brewed up unspeakable muck in their cauldrons. They moved on years back, but the smell still makes our eyes sting.
Oh, so there used to be witches here, but they moved on. Oh god! Blind zombie oh god. Okay. Okay, 80% on zombies. We're only dealing with zombies at the moment, and they're not too bad. And this looks like it's covering a door. Can we smash it? There we go. Yeah, we can. And there's some more paganism. So we can't smash it.
A guide to covens for witches and witchcraft enthusiasts. A witch's coven would reach the height of its power only when all of their sacred flames were alight. Witches have been known to offer help to the questing adventurer, yet they are a reclusive people and have to be summoned by the aid of mystic charms or talismans. Let it be known that help from a witch is rarely given freely, and the witch will more often than not make a request of the adventurer before any such help is given. If seeking to summon a witch, remember that they are quite territorial. Any signs of previous witch activity in an area is a good indication that a witch can be called upon.
Well, keep that in mind. We need a talisman in order to summon a witch. And we are going to need a talisman to get a witch to help us. So let's go in here. And we need to light the basin in the middle. And the item that we seek, that's the shield. And there's the chalice. And there's our key item to summon the witches. So first, we need some fire. So we have to use the fire here and set a light with the circle button. It'll set the club on fire, and damage will occur over time with the club, so keep that in mind. And let's light the basin. Okay, so the club's a little more stronger, and the chalice can now be collected. Oh god. Okay, all the zombies gone. First, we can get a health vial. Okay, good for almost about a full bar, and we get the Witch's Talisman for this level. And we're gonna need it later on. A perfect gift for that special witchy someone. So now we can summon witches. There's a 50 gold chest here. And our second chalice, the whole hero's await, a copper shield, and that's it. And that's everything we need for the Hilltop Mausoleum. Now we can leave the level proper. So now we won't have any issues for collecting the Witch's Talisman for later levels. It'd be a complete pain in the ass if you didn't get the Witch's Talisman. You need it to 100% this game, and there are certain items that you need for the Witch's Talisman in order to reach the end of the game. So keep that in mind. So it's going to be a giant pain in the ass if you have to look for witches and the Witch Talisman in the Cemetery Hilltop. Okay, that's our bottle refilled. And now we can leave this level. And that's Cemetery Hilltop. It's not a very hard level. Just get all the bits from the witch's place, and the witch's talisman is the most important item in that level. So let's move on. And Gargoyle!
From the battle so soon? It must think it is a hero by now. But only a true hero is worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes. See the ghostly statue of your thought-stuff self? When it has turned solid, a true hero you will be.
So yeah, in order to reach 100%, that's for getting all the challenges. This statue can only be fully done, fully solid, if you collect every chalice in the game, so keep that in mind. And you'll get the full ending, and here's the 2 chalices replaced. Just kicking them off. And I can't get the mallet yet. The hammer. So we have to go back to Tiny Tim to get our reward.
I knew it would take more than the army of the evil dead to throw your strides up. I've something that may help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
And with that, Tim will give us our 3rd life bottle. It's a pretty good reward. And I think we can get one other health bottle. I know the location of our 4th health bottle. And I'm not sure if I need the club or the hammer in order to gain access. So yeah, with that, we have unlocked Cemetery Hill. From getting through Cemetery Hill, we can go to the Hilltop Mausoleum, home of the stained glass demon that we heard so much about in the graveyard. So let's go back. I want to try to go back to Dan's Crypt super quick. Yes, I want to replay this level. I want to try with the club. Can I break down that wall with the club? Crossbows require less skill than a bow to wield, but that part of the appeal. Don't just walk up to a book. Let's see if I can break this wall. Yeah, I can break the wall down. Walls are for chumps, and that's for finding the secret space in Dan's Crypt. And we get 100 gold and our 4th life bottle. So yeah, it's good to come back here later on, early after when you get the club. So you needed to get some gold. You can come back here to get some little bits of gold and that life bottle once you get the club. So it's pretty good to get it early, and there's an energy vial that replaces the life bottle. Use Star Rune, and let's get out of Dan's Crypt. And now we've done fully 100% of Dan's Crypt. And now we can move on to the Hilltop Mausoleum properly now, with 4 life bottles. And we're going to need all the life bottles we can get, because we got a boss at the Hilltop Mausoleum. And a lot of trouble here. Hilltop Mausoleum. The master of the Hilltop Mausoleum is just dying to meet you. Don't keep him waiting. He's got a heart of glass. So yeah, the stained glass demon is supposedly guarded here, and he's got the key that we need. There's a book here.
You are entering a house of pain. Rumors abound of evil doings in the secret catacombs below this very hall.
And there's a really annoying enemy in this level, and I'm not very happy. These little annoying jerks. These goddamn imps are in this level. And there's a really nasty a really nasty reason that these guys are very well known, infamous in this level and later levels with these guys. They could steal your weapons, so keep that in mind. So yeah, they're jerks in this level. Okay, they go down in one hit with the club. And the game wants to go through this glowing, obviously glowing hole. And there's some gold here. It's always good to check these holes, these graves, for good, interesting items like energy vials and gold. Nothing in this one. But we'll have a proper answer for dealing with club breaking at hopefully the end of this, after this level. So let's continue. Let's go through the obvious hole with the club. And what's this?
Watch out for sticky-fingered imps. These thieves will strip you down to your armored undies. Rumor has it they fence their stolen wares with the merchant gargoyles.
And yeah, these guys, this is why they're so annoying. If your weapon is stolen, you can visit a merchant's gargoyle to get it back. And that bit was not in the original, so keep that in mind. You can permanently lose it in the first Medieval game, as far as I know. I could be wrong. So let's keep bashing these stupid thieving pricks, imps, and we can break through the glass. So we're gonna need the club mostly for this level to deal with the glass spikes. And we don't have really interesting items right now. If you got later items and redid this level, the imps would be able to steal your better items, and yeah, and they're jerks about it. Okay, there's an energy vial, but really we want this earth room. Once you get it, book it. The floor is collapsing. So yeah, they booby trap the holes in this section, so keep that in mind. Only for that particular hole once you get that key item. So the earth rune, and we have to go over here to unlock this door. I think this doesn't continue the level. Oh god, they set me on fire. Or it makes you go that way. Okay. I'm thinking of a different route later. Oh yeah, we need the moon rune, if I recall, to get down here. So we have to come back here. So we need the moon rune to open that door up. Right now we only have the earth rune, and we need it to get through this door. Okay, used earth rune. And let's kill these thieving imps first. You're not getting my sword. Okay, 84%. 88%. And there's some gold here and a book.
The stained glass demon is the master of the mausoleum. His wretched soul lies preserved inside a frozen glass heart. Shrouded in a veil of darkness beneath the mausoleum, you will find this pre-frozen menace.
So right now, the stained glass demon is asleep, so we're gonna have to do something about that. And oh god. Hey! No! No! Please tell me that. Oh, my sword. Oh my god, I thought. Give me that back. And that's an achievement for getting your weapons back from that stolen imp. So any imp who has no clubs and no torches, yeah, be careful. They are going to try and steal your weapons. And who's this sad poor soul? There's some health files here, a merchant's gargoyle, a chaos rune, and let's see what this book says.
The would-be phantom longs to play a new tune, but he seems doomed to repeat the same cause of despair over and over.
So we're gonna have to find him some new music sheets. Oh, there's a moon rune here too. Okay, and the gate opens up. So we want to go... I want to go back to that gate with that blue... We need the moon rune to go down here. And the chaos rune continues further into the level to deal with the stained glass demon to summon him. Okay, we're a little okay with these thieving imps, and now the chalice can be collected. But right now, let's kill these imps, get the 50 gold, and let's get the sheet music. And oh god, 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 oh god. Whew, that was a bit close. And now we got the music sheet. We can return it to the Phantom, and he can get some new music out of the deal. But we still haven't found our chalice yet for this level. So let's go in here and pay our respect to the Phantom and give him the sheet music. And with that, the Phantom will give us 150 gold as the chalice. So now the Hall of Heroes awaits. And now we have to just finish up the level and try to summon the stained glass demon, because we need the key that he possesses, in order to leave the graveyard to go after Zarok. Push against the fire blocks to push it down the pathway. And the sword will be easily able to smash through, so we have to stick to the wall, and it'll allow you to drag this fire pot towards... Remember what the book said about the stained glass demon soul is trapped in ice? Well, there he is, trapped in ice, like what the book said. And we need to summon him. So that will require pushing this block, this fireplace, into the heart. And with that, we've warmed up the heart, and now the stained glass demon is free. And all we have to do is go back to the middle room to confront. But before we take that on, we're going to need some equipment. So I'm going to need the crossbow for this fight, and I'm keeping the small sword. So yeah, once you get fully topped in health, and we got 200 arrows, let's enter the room, and let's see what those sparkling lights are. Ooh, that gave me a bit of a jump. And yeah, the stained glass demon is awake. And our first proper boss, the demon heart, is the only vulnerable point. So yeah, stained glass demon. He's not very hard. Just use your shield to block the fireballs he uses. Once he opens up his heart, shoot him with the crossbow. And after a certain amount of damage, that heart's going to charge out for a big attack. So yeah, that's pretty much rinse and repeat. Just jump over the glass wave he tosses, and once he does his power up for his big attack, shoot the heart. Uh-oh. Yeah, and he does a laser beam that traps you in glass. Oh god! Okay. Come on, big guy. Show me the heart. Okay. Shoot the heart, shoot the heart, shoot the heart. And with that, you just have to survive 3 waves of that, and the glass demon is permanently shattered and defeated. And with that, The stained glass demon, a painful demise. Okay, that's for defeating the glass stained demon. And with that, our reward is here. A key. Found skull key. Now, we can now leave the cemetery. But first, let's top up our health before leaving. So yeah, let's go after Sarek outside the graveyard. The Hall of Heroes, all the mightiest heroes. Slay a Sarek or two, maybe they'll warm up to you. Okay, that rhymes a little. And that's chalice number 3.
It's the Hall of Heroes shopping mall. Bargain hunters should check out the ground floor. Well-to-do shoppers should check out the upper floor. That's where it's at.
Okay, for chalice number 3, we can now talk to a new character. A new hero, and he'll help us out. And let's cause another mess. And you can't really go up to the top floor, and there's a reason why, and let's read this book.
Only when you are truly worthy as a hero will you be able to ascend to the higher level of this hall. When you have paid homage to all of the heroes in the lower hall, the ghostly stairs will then become solid.
So yeah, we can't really go up here and get the better weapons. That's where all the better weapons are. So let's talk to this guy with the hammer. That's what I was trying to get as soon as we got our second chalice. So they kind of moved the order of into a linear order. So let's talk to our next hero.
What's this I hear about that arch-cad Zarok still being alive? Thought you killed the fella. Never mind, you old warhorse. Better show him what's what, eh? I expect Johnny's zombies a bit more of a handful than you remember. How are you doing for weapons? Here, take my warhammer. It'll smash anything and it won't fall apart like a club. I only ever get to use it cracking walnuts around this place. Nonsense, Fortescue. I won't take no for an answer. Knock a few heads for old Spaniard Iron Cure, eh?
So yeah, this hero's super nice, and he gives us the hammer. And now, it's a permanent replacement for the club. And if we charge up the hammer, we could do an area of effect blast. That's going to be helpful for our next level. So let's leave the Hall of Heroes. Oh, wait. No, before we go... No, I don't want to go yet. Let's go to the gargoyle shopper. The merchant gargoyle, and get some crossbow bolts. For a measly 80 gold. So let's leave the Hall of Heroes. And off to our next level. And you're probably thinking, should we go through the graveyard level again to open up the gate? No, you don't really need to. Because the way to the next level is going back to that weird gate. And we make our way to return to the graveyard. And we need to get through that gate. The Pigroll's skeleton returns. You must now make your way to the land of the living, but beware the graveyard guardians. They have a thing for burying bones. And there's a reason for that, and we'll get into that once we get to that point. And we need all the help we can get. And it seems some of the water went down while we were gone. Okay, there's a bit of a wind-up for the hammer. That's good to know. Okay, and the bridge will break away, but we want to ride on the boat, on the coffins this way, because there's a secret area over here, and it's taking a sweet time of getting over there. So let's jump off here, and there's some energy vials, and about 250 gold. That's a lot of gold. And let's read this book.
Who's that clever skeleton, then? Remember that there are many more secret areas like this throughout the land of Gallowmere, some offering more than just treasure.
So yeah, it's also reminding you there's secret areas throughout the game, so you're going to have to keep your eye on that. And here's a secret passage all the way back to where we were. Oh god. And we'll have a better way of dealing with these brute zombies. They'll take about, I think, 30 health, but they're not too much trouble. For these zombies, they're not much of a pain on the ass. Okay. And the chalice is actually near the end of the level, if I recall. Okay, and that health fountain's no longer there, so... And yeah, we're taking a lot of beating from those brute zombies, so we're gonna need a little better weapon to deal with those stronger zombies. Oh, there's a health vial. And we use the life bottle, that's fine. We got 3 more. It's not too bad, and there's an exploding chest here. So we gotta be a little careful. And I think we could lure these zombies. And that kills all those zombies, and we took a huge chunk of damage. That's fine. And we found a silver shield, and silver... So there's 3 tiers of shields: copper, silver, and 1 other. And silver is a little bit stronger, and it has a 250 durability compared to the 150 for copper. Okay, the brutes go down with 1 mighty hammer swing of our hammer. Alright. And I want to check out the secret area if there's anything we can do. Okay, these guys go down easy one smack of the hammer. Oh, there's a rejuvenation fountain. So yeah, that's good to know. And we took a big chunk of health just to get to the skull gate. So let's go down here, rejuvenate our health to full, because we need all the health we can get. Oh god. There we go. So we can't go through there again. And now that we got the bone key, now we have the skull key, now we can open the bone door. Skull key, a skeleton key of grave importance. And now with that, the lock will now open a new section of the graveyard to the land of the living. And a new enemy type, wolves. Frickin' wolves, man. It seems these wolves are asleep. Okay, so we can sneak up on the wolves and kill them in 1 hit with the hammer. Okay, they take like 1 or 2 hits. Okay, so we're at 80% of the chalice being full, and what's this? What does this book have to say?
Want to be faster on your feet? Want to be able to bash down walls by charging into them? All you have to do is defeat the evil guardians of the graveyard and gain this new ability. You will never know why you left the grave without it.
So yeah, it's telling us we can get a particular new ability from defeating the guardians, and we can't like get through here. But we'll be able to get it after when we have our encounter with the guardians of the graveyard. And the rune that we need is up here, guarded by a single wolf. Okay, come on, you. There we go. So 88% with the chalice. Okay. And yeah, you can't squash these guys for... That's just mean. That's for attacking those hands, and they'll only give you 1 gold piece, so... It's not really important. We got the star room. The Undertakers. Okay, there's an energy vial. And a bag of gold. And there's our chalice. Just down here. Now, okay, which way do we need to go? Oh god. Okay. 90%. 92%. 95%. Let's quickly go up. Okay, we got more regular zombies, and now the chalice can be collected. And we need to move these rocks. And we can get the gold here. There's a merchant gargoyle. So they really want to prepare for the next thing. And there's a health fountain in front of the end of the level, strangely enough. So let's short drop down here. Be careful, there's water here, and we can't go through this water. If we try, we need to push these blocks into the water to make a pathway to get across. Can I go down here? Thank you. And now let's grab the chalice. Right. The Hall of Heroes awaits. And let's kill these annoying brute zombies. And they won't give us anything, so let's jump up. And let's push this last block that we need to get through to reach the end of this level. There's a health energy vial here. Okay, now the path is clear. So before we do that, I want to change my loadout. We're going to need the hammer and the crossbow. And it's a short, nice little hop across. And we are already full. And we got our arrows. So let's get out of the graveyard. And here's boss number 2. The Guardians of the Graveyard are a pack of two giant wolves. Guardians of the Graveyard. This boss could be a little troublesome, but they only attack you one at a time in the original, so they'll come close to you, they attack, and we can't attack them while they're corralling their prey, so. And mostly the hammer is probably a good item to go against the wolves, but getting the right hit on these guys can be a pain. Oh, got some good hits on that one. Uh-oh. Okay, 200 health, so they start out 400 health. So we're pretty much okay. Okay, so that takes 30 away from them. Okay, this is a little tougher. They don't stay longer. Okay, now... Oh! Did we kill one of the gargoyles already? And once you kill one of the guardians, only this one will stay whole and pursue you until you're dead. Let's give it a good whack. And we get the Daring Dash as our reward. And Wolfsbane is the achievement for defeating the guardians. Oh! Okay, so... To do Daring Dash, you move with the left. And if you use the block while moving, you can do the daring dash. It'll give you a little speed up, so that's a good reward. So there's a gargoyle here, so let's... Oh.
All has changed outside the necropolis. Paths go this way, paths go that way. Nasty, painful death waits round every turn and over every hill. Bon voyage.
And now we're officially done with the graveyard, and now we can leave this level with the chalice. And now we can get our reward for chalice number 4. And we still can't go to the upper ways. And we're not getting that nice, awesome sword. So we have to talk to the hammer guy again.
Bravo, Fortescue! Some of the other chaps wagered Zarok would be using your ribcage as a toast rack by now. But I knew you'd pull through. Here, I have a little extra something here I can give you. Could help the old quest. You want it?
And this guy only gives us 100 gold. Yeah, not very helpful. Now we're off to our next proper level. And I think I'm going to need a club for this next one. Leave the Hole of Heroes? Yes, please. And we had to use 1 health bottle. And now, after going through the graveyard, we can now go through 2 different pathways. One pathway will lead us to the Enchanted Earth, and we can't really technically fully 100% this level because we need a key item. But we can do a side quest thing, but I'm not going to do that until once we get that key item. So right now, the only way we can go is the Scarecrow Fields. And oh god, I'm a little worried about this one. Because people really, really despise this level, and also the Enchanted Earth. But we're gonna get some more better equipment for the Enchanted Earth. Nothing grows here anymore. Nothing good, at least. Beware the corn, or is it the wheat? Well, whatever it is, don't walk into it. And that's a warning not to go into the fields. Just stay on the path. And we get a little cutscene. And that's why the level is so evil in this one, because of these evil scarecrows. Because they take a huge chunk of damage. Oh my god, they ripped through me like nothing on the second health bottle. And these crows and these scarecrows can spew evil crows. And I think I'm gonna need the crossbow after all. But they won't give you... But it won't help you fill up the chalice. What does this book say?
The scarecrows are almost unstoppable, so don't be a hero. If you can't beat them, try trapping them while you make your escape. Using your new Daring Dash ability should help you get ahead of them quickly.
So yeah, that's a hint for hopefully getting through this level. Okay, that deals with the annoying crows, and so far it's only 9%. Uh-oh. Okay, these farmers are gonna keep spawning, so we need to take care of them. But they will fill up the chalice. So we're gonna need to do something about these things before continuing onward. Alright, right now I want to use the club, because you can light these guys on fire. And that's what the game's trying to tell you. You can burn these stupid hay piles. These bales of hay and set them alight. And that should stop the swarm from growing. And yeah, there's some gold. Ooh! Energy vial and a merchant gargoyle and some gold here. Another health vial, and we need that. So seems like there are some strange things going on in this level. And what does this book say?
Beware of mischief makers and metal machines. Who knows what dark sorcery brings their metal limbs to life? It would be good to see the back of such menaces.
And that's a hint of how to deal with them. Deal with these things. So yeah, if you want to take care of these giant metal behemoths, go past them and shoot their heads off while they're behind. That's going to expose the little gremlin and kill the little gremlin with the crossbow or the throwing daggers. And for that, for defeating that, we get the moon rune. And we use the moon rune. Ah, God, more bats. Just go away. And there's the earth room. And a reveal on the club. Thank you very much. That's probably that fire, that hay barrel's probably hinting that you want to light it on fire. Can I light it on fire? Okay. Oh, it's nice. So for doing that, we get a apple with a little hat. That's kind of cute. Alright, let's continue through the level with the earth room. And we're back on course. So let's change the club to a hammer. Okay, we're gonna need our dash ability to quickly get through there. There's a health fountain. Thank you. Alright. And I think we're... Oh, God. Okay, the daring dash will help out with these scarecrows. Silver shield. Yeah, that's why this level is notorious, because of those scarecrows. Because they drain health bottles fast. And that's the end of that health fountain. So we gotta find another one if we want to survive this level. And we're dealing with another of these mechanized imps. Alright, get moving. And they shoot out fireballs. Okay, destroy the head. And then destroy the body. impaired drivers, and that's for defeating these little imps. And we got the Chaos Rune, and now we can continue through the level. Okay, so one strike from our hammer will deal enough damage. Or not. Also, a word of advice, don't go into the fields, because there's something evil in there.
These fields are home to many mad machines, yet the most bizarre of them is housed within this barn.
And that's a hint for you to get, in order to get the chalice for this level, we need to get inside this particular one. But we need the club instead of light, so we can deal with these annoying farmers. There's a bag of gold here. But they're just gonna keep respawning. But we need fire first. And there's our fireplace. Now we have to guide our way to that bush. That hay barrel. Oh, I stepped in that thing for a moment. But it should be alright. And some gold. Oh, there's a book here.
Kalkatra, the Serpent Lord, yearns to fight alongside you, but has been captured by Zarok and sealed within a chest. Free this mighty spirit and earn a powerful ally.
So yeah, in the skull chests, there's a ally that we can get to help us defeat these annoying scarecrows. And I want to get that help so they can get rid of those stupid scarecrows and make this part a little bit easier and more tolerable to deal with. Thank you. Thank you, mighty servant, to help us. And let me get my crossbow. Thank you. And what does this book say?
Waits in the cornfield. Pick your route carefully and do not linger in the corn.
That's advice, like I said, I just already said, don't stay in the corn too long. Or there's something in here that will hurt you. And I definitely saw a health vial, energy vial in here. That's going to help retop my health. Okay, we're going to need the club again. Relighted. And we're gonna set that hail bell on fire. Okay, and now we can collect the chalice. Where is the chalice exactly? Well, it's actually safe behind a wall of... through the chalice is right over there, but we can't get it. But we can do something about it once we get a particular key item. I think it's at the end of the level. Somewhere near the end. We're gonna wait a bit. I wanted to do the daring dash, but... Okay, hopefully this guy doesn't... Come on. Okay, that takes care of that annoying thing. And yeah, that friggin' enemy cut through the silver shield like it was butter. So yeah, that's why this level is so well known evil. And we're getting closer to the end, so we need to go this way. Go through the Scarecrow clockworks. And there's a health fountain. That'll be goddamn helpful. Oh god, I'm losing a ton of health in this godforsaken level. Okay, gonna fill up our health bottles as much as we can. Okay, so they only had enough for roughly 1.5 bottles. So let's go around the... not touch the giant, obviously, drill. Just keep jumping over these metal plates, wait for the long break to occur. Jump over, and continue. And we get cutters. So, where do I think I'm supposed to go this way to... And there's the harvester part. We need that to get the chalice. Okay, and I'm gonna take some damage. And the return to the barn will not be as difficult. Okay, wait for the blades. Just get through that section quick. Go back to the barn. Because we need something in the barn. There's something in the barn that'll help us get the chalice. And we would have to deal with the scarecrows, but now that they're gone... Yeah, there's a bit of a wind up for the hammer. Oh god. I just want to move this bale of hay towards here. There's a book here.
The corn-cutting machine is missing a part. A cog fell off this miracle of modern agriculture, and it hasn't worked since.
And we got that missing part near the end of the level, so that's where you needed to go. So let's pull this lever, bring the corn-cutting machine down, and it looks like something from Tim Burton's mind. And there's a copper shield here. So let's open up the inventory and get the harvester part. A cog is a Dan's best friend. And that's going to restore this Tim Burton-esque machinery, corn machine. And with that, it'll cut through the corn, and we have a straight shot to the chalice. And I think those little imps that's driving the machines are the ones in the cornfield. Okay, there we go. And there's a nice bridge. The whole of here is away, and that's where the chalice for this one is. And there's a health bottle, also for our reward. And poor cutting machine's not going to be useful ever again. And now we can go to the end of the level. So, where do I have... Oh, yeah, this way. Not go diving into the evil cornfield or wheat field. I don't know either. But don't worry, we'll get more silver shields later. And I want to get through here as fast as possible. And the end of the level is up ahead. Just go through here. And take our time with the swinging, defying saws. go through the cutters one last time. And we go taking this path. And there's a gargoyle over here. Let's see what he has to say.
Pumpkin Gorge, dead ahead. The nursery to Galomir's favorite side dish. Step inside and understand the true horror of fruit gone bad.
So, a pumpkin field. So let's go and leave Scarecrow Fields. And we got the chalice for that level. We can now return to the Hall of Heroes. And I think we get a much better sword in this one. And there it is for chalice number 5. And let's mess up with the chalices just a little more. And let's turn to this hero and get our reward.
Fortescue, you jawless arrow magnet.
Hey!
What are you doing back here? What? Call me Mr. Woden the Mighty. How I pity the people of Gallowmere, that their fate should once again be in the hands of a chump like you. Still, I suppose it's not fair to take it out on them. Take my sword, and do try not to stab yourself in the foot. You know, I've always had my doubts about you, Fortescue. You're just not carved from hero material.
And with that, we get the broadsword. Oh, its enchantment goes down super quick, and it's a little stronger than our normal sword, and it has a weird magical enchantment, but it slowly goes down. So, services enchant sword, and it only costs 100 gold. And it's not that bad. Leave the Hall of Heroes? Yes. And we're gonna need the enchanted sword for the later levels. And I don't know where to go. We can't do Enchanted Earth. We could do... And once you beat Scarecrow Fields, you'll be able to go through either Pumpkin Gorge or the Sleeping Village. And I think the Sleeping Village is very short. So let's, you know what? I think the Sleeping Village is a good idea to go there first. And that we could get another easy chalice. This town was once so lively. What is the opposite of lively? Deadly. Yes, that is what this town is now. And yeah, this is the place where Zarek made his first stop and cursed the entire town with a mind control spell. And we get a cutscene. Okay, and there's a gargoyle here.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
Okay, so yeah, there's something definitely going on in the Sleeping Village. We can't really do much help here. So, like the gargoyle said, don't kill any of the villagers. Because if you do that, you will lose... They are still technically innocent, so don't hurt any of these people, or you will lose soul points for the chalice in this level and the later level for this level. So yeah, we have to leave the villagers alone. Even though that you instinctively want to kill the living hell out of these poor sods. They're still good people. They're just being possessed by Zarek's magic. I think we can only do a small handful of things. And the guards, you can kill, and okay to kill. So that's good to know. And there's a switch here. And if you do that, it'll close up the water, and it'll drop a Chaos Rune to help you continue the level. Now, okay, there's a Merchant's Gargoyle. And there's a book here.
The rune key is held aloft by the flow of water from the fountain. You may have to wait for the next drought.
But we can't do that by turning off the water, and that's good to know, and we can't go this way yet. I think that's the way to the end of the level. There's a library here that opens up. Can't go this way either. There's an energy vial. So let's head into the library. Maybe it'll give us some help. What we need to do, and here's just basically the history of Gallowmere.
History of Gallowmere, Volume 1. During the dark time that was Gallomere's not too distant past, it was King Peregrine who thwarted Zarok the Necromancer and his plan to enslave the land. Zarok, once the king's mage, had fallen out of favor with the ruler for conducting outlandish experiments on the bodies of the dead. It was said that deep within Peregrine Castle, the dead were restless. The dead are to be honored, not kept as the playthings of alchemists, declared King Peregrine as he banished Zarok from the castle. All of Zarok's living dead were routed out and destroyed. Zarok, being an unforgiving soul, went into hiding and vowed to wreak his revenge on the king.
And this is just mostly more history of Gallowmere.
History of Gallowmere, Volume 2. Rumors of ill-doing and dark deeds abounded through the land of Gallowmere. It was whispered that Zarok had employed the aid of shadowy demons to help build a vast castle. Under the cover of night, Zarok's dark army spilled forth from their corrupt haven. The army marched south across the Silver Mountains and through the Silver Woods. Soon afterwards, even the Pumpkin Lands belonged to Zarok. The folk of Gallows Town cried out for help. Save us, good King Peregrine. Retaliation was swift and violent. King Peregrine's forces, led by the brave Sir Fortescue, drove Zarok's army back from Gallows Town. Oh, there was much rejoicing, but the war was not yet over.
What the? Where did you come from? So yeah, we need to bash through here, and we can't really do much here.
History of Gallowmere, Volume 3. News that Zarok's army had now taken the Floodlands caused much concern. From this vantage point, Zarok could march west to take the Enchanted Forest. This sacred place would prove a bitter defeat if it fell into the hands of the evil sorcerer. It was Sir Dan Fortescue who once again led the king's militia to rid the demon host from the land. Yet the evil wizard was cunning and had prepared an ambush. Titanic battle ensued, of which history has never seen the like. It is said that the day would have gone to Zarok, but for the skill and valor of one man. Fortescue led the charge deep into the massed ranks of the undead, felling Zarok's bodyguard, the fearful Lord Kodok, and before finally succumbing to his own mortal wounds, slew the traitorous sorcerer with a mighty sweep of his sword.
But we know better. That's not how it really happened.
History of Gallowmere, Volume 4. The forces of evil were destroyed, but at a terrible price. None but a handful of the king's militia returned from that field. Gallowmere lost a whole generation of young men that day, including Canny Tim, the legendary crossbowman, and Fortescue's second-in-command, who fell in the first volley of arrows. Xeroc's body was never found, though if it lies unmourned in an unmarked grave, then no one in Gallowmere would shed a tear. The shadow demons that had fallen under Xeroc's banner were unnatural creatures that did not belong in the world of mortal men. The king declared that they be banished, entombed under the pure earth of the Enchanted Earth. Imprisoned within an impregnable box of the king's design, the demons were buried deep underground. Their tomb was sealed with a magical device that has since come to be known as the Shadow Artifact.
And that's why we can't finish the Enchanted Earth, because we need that Shadow Artifact.
Tourist's Guide to Gallowmere, Part 1. The land of Gallowmere is a wondrous land of breathtaking sights and adventure. If it's beauty you are looking for, be sure to check out the sights of the Enchanted Forest. Scale the heights and see the nests of giant dragon birds. Seek out weird and wonderful plant life. Go ooh and ah at the sight of baby dragon toads splashing about in the crystal clear ponds. Why not take a walk through the Pumpkin Valley? Pumpkin is Gallowmere's favorite dish, and about now the valley is just bulging under the weight of young podlings awaiting harvest.
That's Pumpkin Fields.
Tourist Guide to Gallowmere, Part 2. If it's mystery you're looking for, then the seasoned adventurer should travel to the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Yes, this is the fortress from which the fabled King Peregrine once hailed. It is said that the king's crown was lost in the dungeons below the castle, and that the ghost of the regent himself now haunts these cold stone passageways. Spooky. Why not take the swamps and seek out the mythical town of Mellowmead? This place was once said to be a place of fantastical arcane alchemy, but an age has passed since it was consumed by the murky swamps. Perhaps great treasure awaits any adventurer that can locate its watery resting place.
There's some gold here. There's a book here, over here.
Heroes from History, a retrospective. Chapter 1. In addition to being the strongest man who ever lived, Stanier Ironhewer was unsurpassable.
9 chapters, and I'm not gonna read through that. We've been here long enough, and there's a book here, back here.
To whom it may concern, I must make haste, for Xeroc's men will be here within the hour. I have taken the crucifix from the church. It is the key to a key. I used the cross to make the attached cast. Then I had it destroyed. It is my hope that this cast falls into the hands of a just and good hero. Signed, the Town Mayor.
So the mayor did this, and we found the crucifix cast. And we can't... Okay, thank you, game. So we need to go to the blacksmith first. That's the church, and I want to find the blacksmith. And here's the blacksmith's place. So let's drop off the cast. Okay, we have to be right here to use it. Put the cast here.
Blacksmith's Monthly. Old man Willie Green of Gallowstown was awarded Smithy of the Season by our readers. His outstanding casts have produced many intricate and hard-wearing iron goods and sculptures. Willie only uses the finest of metals in his work, and is particularly noted for his magnificent busts. Old man Willie was quoted as saying, "Aye, when I get pumping on me bellows, there's no stopping me. It's all in the rhythm, up and down, up and down. I've always been inspired by the stories of Stanier Ironhewer, the greatest smithy there ever was."
Okay, that's a thing to tell you. You need to... So now we have to go and find a bust. in order to get to make a crucifix that we need to get the demon artifact. The shadow artifact. And I think we're supposed to go in here to get it. So we need... Oh, we need another item. We need the moon rune. Okay, that opens up, so we need the moon rune. Where am I supposed to get it again? I think we're supposed to get it in here and don't attack. And there's the moon rune. So let's leave and go back to the storage area, I'm assuming. And once we open the way, we can go down here. Let's switch for the mallet, the hammer. Now we can open up this chest, and we can get a club. Okay, and this will open up the way to another place. We need the earth room. And the earth room is right over here, and there's the bus that we need. Unfortunately, it's sadly guarded. Okay, that's just gonna reset them. I want to get the... Okay, it's okay to hit them, but don't kill them. Okay, I got the earth rune. Let's go down here. Okay, flip the switch. Okay, if we use the daring dash, they'll stun them, not kill them. There's a book here.
Bust of Mr. Shanks, landlord of the Troll's Head. To clean the statue, lower the pedestal.
Okay, that's a hint to get the landlord's bust. We need that to get a crucifix. And now we can leave the storage area with peace. And, ooh, something's going on now. And we get these guys.
Tear this place apart. If we don't find the shadow artifact, Lord Zarek will have us knocking out the demons for the next millennium.
So yeah, now we got the boiler guards. And these guys can be really annoying, so let's try out our new magic sword against the boiler guards. These guys are okay to kill. Okay, 66%. So as long as you don't kill any of the people, we're going to be okay. 76. And just follow where the souls are. They're going into another area that we can't get to, so that's the church. And after when we get the landlord's bust and the cross, things progress much smoothly now. We don't have to worry about the townsfolk anymore. They just decide to leave, and they won't cause any more trouble. So let's go find, not the library. I want to go to the smith. Where is this place? There it is, right over there. Put the bust with the crucifix. And remember what the book says? Pump it up and down, up and down. This may take some time, but eventually we should be able to make a new crucifix out of the bust. There we go. And with that, we got the crucifix. And now we just have to head over to the church. And we can get that key that was mentioned. There's a health fountain over here. Alright, open up the inventory. Get the crucifix. And it opens a secret passage. And what's this? Another book.
The crucifix once stood here, but the mayor took it. Find a replacement and see how the church should really look.
And we get the safe key, and a secret passage opens up. And there's another book here.
Yes, sir, madam. On my travels across Gallowmere, I have come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which filled me with deepest dread was that bully boy Zarok will stop at nothing to retrieve this item. I fear that he already knows that it is I who possess it. Yours fearfully, the town mayor.
Okay, on my travels across Gallowmere, I have come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which filled me with deepest dreads was discovery of the Tomb of the Shadow Demons. The key to their dank prison, the mysterious shadow artifact, is now in my possession. Yours fearfully, the town's mayor. We haven't seen the mayor, so I guess Zarok found him. But now that the secret passage has opened up, we can now go through the secret passage that we just discovered. And yeah, it's a secret passage to get us to the mayor's house. And there's some more of those boiler guards, and they have guns. Just kick their asses with the sword. We can't open up the gate. We are lacking one more boiler guard. We need to kill one more boiler guard in order to get our hands on the chalice. And the chalice should be here somewhere. So, where is it? So we have to go down here. And there's some bags of gold. And there's a lever. And there's more boiler guards. Exactly what we need to get our hands on the chalice. And remember what the note says, that the key will open the key, so the safe key, no safe is safe. So let's open up the safe and get our hands on the shadow artifact of what the boiler guards were looking for. And where is that chalice? I know it's here somewhere. And I'm not leaving without that chalice. Ah, there it is. Ah, clever, hiding it behind the wall. And there's 150 gold here. And a health vial, energy vial. So I guess we need to kill more of the last 3 boiler guards in order to get our hands on the chalice. And there's the end of the level. And don't worry, hopefully they'll open up the gates once we dealt with the boiler guards. Okay, the chalice is now open. And a fully charged swing with our enchanted broadsword cut through these guys like butter. So before we go and read that book before we leave, we have to go and get the chalice. Chalice number 6, the Hall of Heroes awaits. So now, and we got our 5th health bottle, so we're doing good so far. And there's a book here.
Capture that.
Oh god, what the hell?
Capture that greedy profiteer, the town mayor. Take him to the asylum dungeons. Give the fat boy a good going over. Locate the shadow artifact. Bring me back something nice.
So now we know what happened to the mayor. The mayor's gone to the asylum. Instructions from Zarok to his guard. So now we know where the mayor is of Sleeping Village. So we could go and rescue him. And it is required that we have to help the mayor in order to get to the end of the game. Alright. Okay.
Gaining allies in the Hall of the Heroes is the way forward. Hack, choppity chop, off with a few zombies' heads, and it thinks it can redeem itself in battle. You still have a long way to go to rank as the best.
Thank you for letting me know. And we have to talk to the same statue who gave the broadsword to us. And now we have 6 chalices. And I'm having a bit of fun with the chalices. Alright, let's talk to this hero again.
God, Fortescue, you must be the luckiest corpse ever to walk the face of the earth. I have something here I can lend to you. Take it or leave it, but remember, I'm only doing this for the sake of Gallowmere's doomed population, and not for you, you gangly buffoon.
And he only gives us 100 gold. Gee, thanks, man. Not being goddamn helpful. Okay, so now we can leave. And yeah, we open up a new... We can, with the Sleeping Village done, we can continue through to the going to the asylum and save the mayor. If we do that, we have to go through the asylum grounds. And we're not going to do that one just yet. I think we got the shadow artifact, so technically we can go through the Enchanted Earth now. But we want to do these 2 side things with Pumpkin Gorge is side, but we still need something from Pumpkin Gorge in the next level through here. So, you know what? Let's do Pumpkin Gorge. So this is where all these tasty pumpkins come from. They might find you tasty too. And Pumpkin Gorge is an okay level, and it's not too bad. So yeah, something weird is going on here as well, because the gargoyle did brought up there was that killer fruit. The fruits have become evil. The pumpkins have somehow become evil with no reason. So there's a secret passageway through here. And these tendrils are evil. And there's the moon rune. We need to get the moon rune in order to continue. These evil possessed zombies. There's a club here telling you you can smash through this door, and that will lead to the chalice. We'll take a look. We'll get the broadsword enchanted as soon as we get through here and get out of here. Okay, this will take us through here. Oh god. A few little glitches there. Okay, let's enchant the sword. 100%, it'll do mega damage. Now with added magic. And that's for charging the broadsword. And there's the chalice for the level and 50 gold. So once we get the chalice filled, we have to come back here to get the chalice for this level. So we have to come back to the beginning of the level. There's an energy vial. And the broadsword with magic will increase the damage output. Okay, that's why, because we need the hammer or the club to get through here. And the enchanted sword will... the enchanted magic will kill these evil pumpkins that somehow has been bewitched by magic. Probably Zarok is to blame for that. Okay, we got the moon rune, so that's going to open up this one. And the enchantment for the broadsword doesn't last long. So let's go into this coop. Oh god, more pumpkins, and there's some gold. Lots of gold, and what's down here? That's the other side of that door, okay. So now we can go into this silo. And we need to go... the daring dash will help you get this thing go up, and we need to go clockwise. Anti-clockwise will bring the lift down. Now we got the Chaos Rune and the Energy Vial. And the Chaos Rune will open up this door, and it'll help us continue forward into the level. Let's top up our health. Okay, we need a Earth Room here to open this path. Okay, and... oh, there's some bits of gold. Obviously, they're giving a lot of gold. You need a lot of gold for this level. Yes, now we've gone through a full circle. So we need to find the Earth Rune. Oh, there's a book here.
Up and down these magical mushrooms go. They will take you higher and higher, but be careful not to fall and sink without a trace.
Okay, so that's deep water. Okay. So we just have to ride the magic mushrooms up in order to continue to get to the Earth Rune. Okay, what does this way take us? There's the Earth Rune. And shortcut all the way back. So that's gonna save us time. Put the Earth Rune here. Now we can go up this giant... now we have to hike our way up. Okay, and they don't have souls, so they're okay too. They won't give us chalice to fill up the chalice. Energy vial, and a star rune at the top. And another silver shield. So we need to open up the door to the star rune. Okay, and I think we're supposed to go through the passageway to continue forward. And there's the door with the star rune. What the hell is that? Looks like some kind of... there's a purple rune now. Time rune needed. Oh god. So keep chopping off these runes. These are roots. And eventually, this will be low enough so we can nab the time rune. This will open 2 pathways, and let's go this way for a bit. Use hammer, smash through these giant boulders. There's a life vial and 50 gold. There's 20 gold here. We still haven't filled up the chalice yet. Okay, 82, 85. More evil pumpkins. That's another energy vial. 94. 100%. Now we can go back and get the chalice at the beginning of the level. And I think we're at the end of Pumpkin Gorge. And thank God for this shortcut. Now all we have to do is go back to the beginning, get our chalice, and head all the way back. And most of the path is mostly cleared by the time you get there. If you've destroyed the pathway with the hammer, you shouldn't have much trouble getting back to where you were. Get some evil exploding pumpkins. And let's go down here. And I don't think I need to enchant the sword. Won't be necessary. And let's grab our next chalice. The Hall of Heroes awaits. And let's get out of there. Alright, now that we're out, now we just have to head back to where we were. Thank God the Daring Dash makes this a little bit easier to get back. And now that we got the chalice, all we have to do is find our way back and leave the level. Okay, and to continue the path, we need to go this way. And if we go up these giant mushrooms, there's the end of the level. And there's a gargoyle.
All bow down before the master of the vegetable patch, the prize-winning plant who can summon an army of cabbage with a wave of his noble tendril. He's delicious, he's nutritious, he's Zarok's secret recipe. He's the Pumpkin King.
Okay, the Pumpkin King. So let's leave this level with chalice in hand. And with that, we got the lower floors done of all the heroes. We talked to the heroes on the lower floors, so now you see the stairs over there are now solid. And we don't need to have a talk from the gargoyle. And now we have 7 chalices we're required to get. And now we can go up. So we have, ooh, a nice, awesome sword, an axe, a bow, the longbow, a shield, or a spear. Don't know which one's more powerful, but we can't talk to the one who holds the spear or the one with the longbow. So let's go for the spear.
Dan. Don't be shy. I've seen you giving me the eye. You may be weak and feeble like old men, but I like you, Daniel. Now listen up. Your bow and arrows are fine for itty-bitty jobs, but if you want to pack some serious heat, you should take this spear.
Okay, thank you, Amazon, for giving us the spear, and it gives us 30 spears to start off. And this is, I don't know which one's more powerful, the longbow or the spear. And let's check it out on the merchants. So, crossbow bolts are 80, throwing daggers are 40. For spears, for 10 spears, it costs 100 gold, and we got a lot of gold, so we're good. And we might need this for the next level. Because we're going to take care of that Pumpkin King issue. And yeah, for getting through the Pumpkin Gorge, we can now go to the Pumpkin Serpent and deal with the Pumpkin King. And the Pumpkin King in the original wasn't too bad, and yeah, he's a boss. The root of all pumpkin evil. Squash that squash and rid Galamir of this seedy menace once and for all. And that's my phone going off. Give me a sec. Nothing too much. And let's read this book.
The King Pumpkin sleeps. If you want an audience with this regal plant, you should mash all of his pod sacks.
Okay, and those pod sacks are these weird vines. So let's chop it off, and there's 9 of these. And we can't get the chalice until we get rid of the Pumpkin King himself. So yeah, these roots will prevent us from going there, and there's another book here.
It is rumored that the Pumpkin Witch is in possession of a much sought-after dragon gem. If you have a witch talisman, you could summon this kindly witch.
And this is a hint that you want to get that dragon gem, but you need to go back to Cemetery Hill. And if you didn't go to Cemetery Hill and get the witch talisman, you would have to go back to Cemetery Hill in order to get that witch's medallion. And so, here's the cauldron, and in order to summon the witch, we need the witch talisman. So let's summon her.
Greetings, kind sir. I am the Pumpkin Witch. I'm like a mother to those pumpkins. I give them all the love and care a young fruit could ever ask for. From the moment they first push a shoot above the soil, right up until their heads are cut off and eaten. And look, see how they repay me, running around and causing mischief. That nasty old big pumpkin has a bad influence on the young seedlings. If you teach him a lesson in manners, I might give you a nice present.
And we want presents. So let's go and help her deal with her Pumpkin King issue. So we're gonna have to kill the Pumpkin King to do that. And Zarok did use magic to affect the Pumpkin King, and right now the Pumpkin King is mostly harmless. Until you destroy all 9 of his pods. And once we kill the Pumpkin King is not too hard to deal with. He's kind of a pushover. He's very easy to beat. And with our enchanted sword, we can kill him super quick. So it's not going to cost us much health. So let's quickly top off our health. And let's chop off some more soulless pumpkins. There's 2 here. And yeah, that looks like something completely born, pure, nasty evil. So 3 more. We should be able to summon the Pumpkin King in a minute. Two more left. Okay, 85%. So where is the last 2? One's over here, and one's at the end of the level. Alright. Let's wake up the Pumpkin King. And let's kill this guy. Pumpkin King with 300 health. And yeah, this guy is a wimp. Okay, maybe they made him a little bit tougher. Chop, 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 chop. And he's dead. What the? Is he supposed to be dead? Oh no. They add something new. God damn, these game designers are being a little clever. Okay, so I guess we have to chop off the Pumpkin King's pods again. Okay, now he's at 102. And the spears will easily take care of those nasty roots. Are the Pumpkin's servants. Chop, chop, chop. Oh no, not again. Okay, he looks very bad at this point. I think after one more bit of chopping we'll eventually kill it. And and this little change for the game, it's a little unexpected, but it's a nice change. Now, where is that last pod? I think it's at the end of the level? No? Oh, no, 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 no. Where? Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, now the Pumpkin King looks terrible. Oh god. Okay, that's a little bad, and we got our spears to hopefully take this king down. Yeah, I'm gonna need some TNT. Okay, he's down. Chop, 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 chop. And with that, the Pumpkin King is finally dead. Okay, that's a nice change, having the Pumpkin King take a few more hits, but giving him like 2 more phases. And with that, life of the land is being restored. Pulp King Pumpkin. And that's for defeating the Pumpkin King. And before we talk to the witch and get our reward, let's quickly grab our chalice and some health files to make up for all the damages. And this would have been much more helpful earlier before taking on the Pumpkin King. Thanks, game. And now let's go talk to the Pumpkin Witch and get our reward for dealing with the Pumpkin King for her. So use the Witch Talisman to summon her again.
A most edifying spectacle, sir. Man and vegetable in a magnificent duel to the death. Oh, I've come over all of a doodah. Here, have this lovely dragon gem as your reward. Oh, lovely, majestic creatures dragons are.
Alright, with that, she gave us one of the dragon gems that we need to access the later levels. So and there's the end of the level. Through here. Okay, let's shop goods and replenish our spears. We got plenty of gold. Our 8th chalice. And you know what? Let's talk to the... No, we can't talk to the Amazon Queen. Now music is starting blaring. So that's a good sign. And we can only talk to the centaur. And get his longbow.
Look at you running around in your bones, Fortescue. You're so nouveau day. I, Ravenhooves, last prince of the centaurs, have not galloped the earth in over 10,000 years. Do yourself a favor, Fortescue. Take my longbow, more powerful than a crossbow. The option of flaming arrows, it is truly the weapon of noblemen. Congratulations! You don't quite have my breeding, Mr. Johnny-come-lately, but there's hope for you yet.
Ah, thank you. Then with that, we gained the longbow. It's a little more powerful than the crossbow, and I don't know how much powerful as compared to the spear. So for standard arrows, for 50, it's 60 gold. That's not too bad. Leave? Yes, please. And with that, we completed the Pumpkin Gorge section. And now we can head... And our next level will be the Asylum Grounds. And we're going to do that next time. So until then, have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you on the very next stream, sadly. So until then, this is Josh24214. Have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you for more of Medieval. So until then, have a good day, everybody, and see you next time. Bye for now.